There are many different light sources in formz. One type of light source is the sun. The sun is a single directional light source that shines uniformly throughout the entire scene in a single direction. You can position that by using the database in formz and choose any city in any part of the world at a certain time, and it'll automatically position that sunlight for you. Or in interactive shaded here, we can sort of dynamically move these light sources anywhere that we want to change the position manually. Now, some other light sources would be a point light. The point light, for example, the fixture hanging from the ceiling, could be sort of like a light bulb where light will radiate in all different directions from that single XYZ position. So if we were to render the scene, we modified the scene, we got rid of the window, moved the picture to the other side to have a interior type rendering. And when we set the parameters for these light sources, you can see we can either set a simple range or we can be as accurate as we want by typing either photometric or radiometric lighting values. You can get as accurate as you want with these light sources. For example, we can also go in and choose a custom light source that allows us to create a custom intensity distribution curve, which controls how light is radiating from that fixture in all different directions. We can load any industry standard lighting data file. These come from the lighting manufacturer. And so we have total control of how the light is coming from that particular light source. So here we have a custom light source, and you can see it's radiating more towards the side and towards the bottom based on the intensity distribution curve. So if we reduce the amount of light intensity towards the bottom, you can see that we'll actually get a darker spot on the floor because maybe there's a metal cap or something on the bottom of that fixture that's preventing the light from shining down. Some other light sources would be a cone light, for example, the desk lamp. Sort of like a spotlight, sort of like a flashlight that we can shine and have control of the inner and outer angle of that directional light source. And if we turn the glow option on, you can see the light as it's traveling through the air. So we can add an artificial or a true volumetric calculation for a glow effect for any light source. There's also a projector light. You can load any pixel image. That can be like a gobo or a gel light, which is then filtered in front of that light source. You can also create an area light. Any piece of geometry that you create in formz can be a light source. For example, we can create a glowing red LED at the back of the projector by either putting a point light there if we wanted, or just to show what I did was create a sphere. And I chopped the sphere in half, and you can see that that object is radiating light. So if you want to create a neon sign, you can sweep a circle along a path and have light radiate from the surface of any type of object. Here's one more light source. How about a line light source? Just draw a single vector line or a spline curve, and that can become an actual light source. Good for the fluorescent lighting inside of the fluorescent fixture hanging from the ceiling. Now there's some other light sources. Let's take a look at those. All the scenes you see here were rendered using a single HDRI high dynamic range image as an environment light. So you get not only the environmental reflections on the surface, but also the entire scene is lit by that single environment image that has the lighting data stored in the image format itself. And if you need, there's a radiosity version of formz that can accurately pre-process and calculate how the true light intensities are bouncing around within the scene. The longer you let it process, the more accurate your rendering will be, the higher quality it'll be, and you can also use it to help analyze your space to see the light intensity values. So this is just a few of the many ways that you can set up your lighting in formz as an integral part of your modeling and rendering environment.